Hello everybody. I am going to do my kitchen Valentine tour right now. Baby boy just went outside and John is taking a nap. He had to go to the emergency room because he has a giant kidney stone, and he's got to have the procedure to blast it next Wednesday. So for you all that pray, please say an extra little prayer for him that he gets through this procedure and that his kidney stone doesn't move and hurt between now and then, because when he went to the emergency room, he was really in a lot of pain. So he can't wait to get this procedure done, and get that one blasted. So let's get started. I'm going to show you on the table a little vignette that I set up with some of these yummy looking little cupcakes on my Valentine Amour crown plate with a heart. That's Rae Dunn. And then I just put some little Valentine candy in the little terremoto bowl. And then this mug with well, it's not a mug, it's a cup and saucer. That's Rae Dunn also. It has the double hearts on this side, and then on the back it says love. That was a gift, a Valentine present from one of our good friends. And then I found these beautiful, realistic looking tulips at Home Goods this week. You all saw the cupboard when I did the up close and personal. I'm really loving it, and I'll miss it when I take it down, but I'm anxious to go on to the next holiday. Part of the kitchen will be done with St. Patty's Day stuff, and then part of it I'll go on and put spring and Easter out. So if you didn't see the video where I just did the cupboard, you can check it out. That was the last video that I did. On the table here, I've got the Love water can, and I have, of course, one of my favorite Anna Lee Valentine pieces. And then you'll see little vintage Valentines scattered all through my home. Down on the bottom of the two-tier tray, there's that little truck from Dollar General and the little sign, Love Makes a House a Home. One of my little teeny tiny Anna Lees, and a vintage scoop, and just some hearts from Dollar Tree, and then a little stripe plate. Back in the back is one of my vintage angel planners. And up on top, another vintage Valentine, more Anna Lees, and then that little gnome is from Dollar General also. And just the two gnomes with some greenery and some heart picks in the old vintage box, which was a drawer. And the home. Two signs. I believe those came from Michael's last year. And then there are some more of our vintage Valentines that John framed in that beautiful antique frame that he restored. The detail on this frame is just awesome. And it's oak, which I love old oak wood. Another piece from Dollar General. More little Valentines in the scoop on the old scale. One of my Polish pottery vases with the old pie crimpers. Another old Valentine. And those are vintage spice drawers that all that's sitting on. The rooster I bought at Home Goods sometime in the fall. And of course, this is the first chance I got to use it. There's those little salt and pepper eggs in the nest. The Pauline Campanella picture. And Rae Dunn. And Annalise. Love this little Annalise. And then the You and Me on the Love Nest birdhouse. That's another one of those ones from Dollar General. More of our old Valentines and another Annalise on our little Valentine tree. The Be Mine is Rae Dunn, and I'm actually going to use that when I do my bee displays too. And in the Farm Fresh, I just put some hearts and then the bigger felt hearts. Those came from Michael's a couple years ago. Got to turn those little candles on. That's my one and only Valentine iridescent mug from Rae Dunn. I never could get the candy hearts. And of course the little postman is a vintage piece. My friend snagged us that pink Our Nest birdhouse online. Brought it to me the other day. My big old gnome, I just put one of those felt hearts on it. And this little 2-tier tray is what our friend got us. And I've got a few vintage pieces. My little salt and peppers are vintage, and the little creamer is vintage. And I still have the old plaid coolers in here. And there's my beautiful black doily that Juanita made me and sent me. And some of the old beetles and a couple from Michael's that are newer. Over here I did more of the black and white and red. And I do again have more of the little vintage Valentines around. I love that Love cupcake from last year. And those two heart cookie cutters are old ones. And there's that sweet gnome that our friend gave us. And up on top, I just put one of those garlands that came from Michael's several years ago. I'll do the living room after I upload the kitchen. These are real tulips that we bought at our local grocery store, and the color on these are gorgeous. And I will plant this outside after the blooms die. They won't bloom again this year, but I'm hopeful for next year. Another one of the metal trucks from Dollar General. I actually found that beautiful red XOXO tool crock last week on one of the days I was able to go. John and I he had to have the COVID test today, so we have to isolate between now and his procedure, so we can't go out anywhere or have anyone over during this time. So I told him we're in jail again. One of my antique yellowware bowls. And here's all my vintage Valentine planters. I could not find my antique hankies, Valentine hankies that I usually put under. I don't know where they're at. They're stuffed somewhere or under something. But these planters, I love them. They're super hard to find, and if you have to buy them on eBay or somewhere, they're really expensive. My cocoa bar for Valentine's, I just put an xoxo felt heart on the Santa Claus on the hot cocoa gnome so I could continue to use him. Valentine mugs. A lot of our vintage tins and spatterware. Old coffee grinder and old jars. Old milk bottles. And some more Valentine mugs. All right, that is all of the kitchen tour. I'm going to upload this and then I'll proceed on to the living room. Enjoy your afternoon. Till the next time. Love and hugs.